All right. How about now? Is there any sound now? No sound now. Sound is gone. Weird. Uh yes, we can hear. It's coming. It's a delayed. I think there might be a delay, right? Yeah, it's delayed. Okay. All right. So here's what we're gonna do. We are going to get started, okay? Sounds like there's a delay, but it's okay. We'll keep going. All right. So, and guys, if you have any questions while we're doing this, feel free to ask them. There's a little delay, so it might take some time to actually get to your question. But yeah. So let's get started. Okay. So this is going to be interesting. This is the first one. This is the first packages Q&A. If you got packages already, thank you so much. But we're gonna, like, there's a lot of work to do. I want you to win with packages, okay? And there's a lot of that I've learned between creating all the software that I've created, between marketing, between sales, between just SEO, all these different things. The reason why I created packages um, was to, yeah, help me with my own businesses. So uh, I think the first thing I want to do is, and you guys can ask questions while I go over what packages, the goal of it at a high level. Like, just ask any questions you have, because I think there's still a lot of confusion around what it does. There's a lot of people that get it. Those people that don't. There's people that bought it because I made it. Like, that's why they bought it, which is awesome. But like, I still want to help you like win with whatever you're trying to do. So yeah, if you have any questions, ask them, and I'll see them and I'll answer them. There's not really a defined end time on this, so I mean, we'll go as long as people need. But I mean, if there's no questions, then we'll probably cut it short. But please come with your questions. So the first thing I'm going to do, and it's going to be really short, is we'll go over at a high level what packages is and what it does and what it's supposed to do. So yeah, let's go to. Can you see it? Is it full screen now? Okay, yeah, there's I forgot. All right, so let's start with who can use packages. All right, and anybody can use packages at the end of the day. I think it's beneficial to anybody. Um, but I have an example of a wellness coach. Okay, and I'm using a wellness coach because I think it's a person who provides a service, right? And I think that there's two groups of people in the niches group and the packages group that could benefit from packages. It's people that, they run their own business and they handle everything for the business, whether it's, the marketing, the sales, just everything from top to bottom. And I think there's a lot of people who have agencies as well. So people that manage all that stuff for other people, right? And packages helps with both of those groups of people. Let's see if we got. Hold on. Oh yeah, sorry. Looks like Magda says this hasn't been streaming on YouTube. Yeah, I think the issue with YouTube is, I think the YouTube event, it's not streaming to the YouTube event, so I don't know if there's a lot of people waiting on YouTube. Let me see here. Let's go here. Yeah, I don't think there's a lot of people waiting on YouTube. I think everybody's right here. YouTube, there's 24 people. Oh, okay. Oops. Yeah, I see the issue here. Let's remove. Okay. There we go. Why is that so small? That is crazy. Okay. Let's see if that fixed it. All right. Yeah, let me know if you can hear me still and if it's full screen now. I think I got it. Perfect. Okay, I think we're good now. All right, so let's jump into who could use packages. Who is packages beneficial for? It's really beneficial for anybody, but I've got the example for the wellness coach. Okay, so here's the wellness coach. She says, "Hi there, I'm a wellness coach based in Los Angeles, and I'm passionate about helping people achieve their health and wellness goals. I have a solid client base, but I've been feeling stuck lately. I want to increase my visibility, product offerings, and drive more sales, but I'm not sure where to start." Okay. Let me see here. Let me check the comments. Okay. Yeah, if you go in the group. So yeah, that's a wellness coach who wants to improve her business, but like doesn't know where to start. Okay. So packages. Here's where packages can help. Okay. Packages can do basically anything, right? And it can do that because it has the browser automation built in. It has, API support. It can do anything. Basically anything you can do in a browser, anything you can do via an API, it can do it, and it can package it into sort of like this easy to run thing, right? So how can she use packages to achieve her goals? She can use marketing packages, she can use sales packages, accounting packages, SEO packages, ads related packages, social media packages, hiring packages. So if you've already have I'm sorry, not niches, packages, and you've ran a package, like the goal is literally to be, oh, I need to do some sales related activity, like press play and do the sales related activity, like really complex sales activities. Okay. Like you could, like, there could probably be a sales package for like a call center. Like that's how crazy and advanced it is, but also simple at the same time. The social media ones, again, they're all basic. The social media ones that we have now is like post to Twitter or post to a Facebook group. But yeah, this is the goal, is to have packages that help you run your business, right? So in this example of the wellness coach, she would have a package that would take care of all these things, right? So then you might be saying, okay, well, like, yeah, so she wants to do SEO, she's going to log in and press play, or she wants to run ads or manage her ads, she's going to go in and press play. No, that's not how it's going to work. How it really is going to work at the end of the day is she's going to use the calendar. Okay, she's going to combine those packages with the calendar to actually automate that whole thing, right? So the way that I've used packages for the businesses that I have, like niches and packages and all the other the businesses, is basically it's like you set a goal, right? So like I want to drive traffic to niches, or I want to, in her case, she wants to drive traffic to her wellness business, right? Her health and wellness business. The calendar becomes the place where you execute your strategy, right? And packages are opinionated, right? So they're basically like, if I make a package that's dedicated to SEO, it definitely is going to be like my version of what a successful SEO strategy looks like, right? If you make an SEO package, your SEO package might be different from mine because your approach to SEO might be different, right? But packages doesn't care if you have that SEO package and you have it run like every day, where it's like make 3 posts a day, right? That's what your SEO package does. Mine might do it differently, but like at the end of the day, packages is literally just this. It is nice little packages dedicated to certain tasks that run on certain days, right? You'll set them to run on certain days for you or for your clients, and then you just wait and you monitor it, and you you see what happens, And the cool thing is like, yeah, you can make a package for literally anything. I think when I started packages, I had like a crossword puzzle, right? And I think that threw people off. But I mean, you can make a crossword puzzle, but the cool thing about the crossword puzzle is you can make that crossword puzzle do some crazy stuff, like kick off, Facebook retargeting campaigns. It's not, what's that? Oh, okay. But yeah, that's what I want to get at a high level. I'm going to look at the comments now. Malcolm is terrible at explaining stuff. Okay. Cool. So Wilson, what I will say to you is ask your question. That doesn't help. The terrible at explaining stuff, that doesn't help. But
Kai is the first one. Can we make a chat interface that has paywall embeddable by clients, credit card
Okay.
limit for clients? That's the first question.
Okay, so yeah, Kai has a question. Can we make a chat interface that has paywall embeddable by clients, credit count limit for clients, need upgrade tier or buy more credits? Okay. Can we make a chat interface that has a paywall? So that sounds like you want to make like Chat GPT. Is that, am I right in thinking that that's what you want to do? Yeah, see, I think, okay. Yeah, so yes, you can do, like I said, you can do anything in packages, right? I would say as far as managing your clients and like the payments and all that stuff, like, yeah, that's coming. And you'll be able to do it to where your clients manage their credits, right? So they buy credits within your package that you made, or you can just have a widget on your, you can have a widget within like your client portal and you handle the payments and then you just add credits to your packages account as you see fit, if that makes sense. Hope that makes sense. Let's see. I'm looking for questions here.
And mean what packages can do and make.com can't do that. Confused different.
All right, let me see. Make.com. Yeah, I'm not seeing that one. That didn't come up here. Okay, there we go. Cool. All right, now I see it. What packages can do? What can packages do and that make.com can't do? That confuses me. Okay. So again, packages is an automation platform, okay? And so is make.com, okay? It's funny because we added or I added the ability to send data to make.com, right? So it's not like packages isn't a make replacement, okay? It complements make, right? So there's things in packages that you can't do in make today, which is why you might use packages to maybe do some crazy stuff in the browser, right? Because, for example, Facebook got rid of group posting, right? You can't do anything in groups anymore. There's no such thing as group apps anymore, right? So packages can do your Facebook group stuff. And then once it does that, it can send that data to Make. And I hope that answers your question. Scrolling down.
Justin, can you actually see it from start to finish, how to create a package and then see it in action? Don't care what it is, just an example.
Okay, this is good. All right, Justin, thank you for that question. Yes, I will make a package for you guys right now, okay? And it's going to be a very simple one because I don't want to spend too much time. Let me go to my screen here. All right, so let's go to packages, okay? I'm going to go here. I'm going to make a new package, all right? Package for the live Q&A. This is just the demo package, okay? All right, so what do I want this package to do? Let me see if anybody has any ideas here. All right, yeah, we've got a lot of good questions coming here now. Okay, so this is going to be a simple one, okay? This is going to be a package that, let's make a package that goes to, let's make a package that goes to ChatGPT and asks, I want to see if the chat has any idea of what okay, this is a good one. So let's throw this comment. Feed it a company name, analyze the first 10 Google results and summarize them. All right, this is a nice one. It's easy, but it's like a little bit hard, right? So let's see, feed it a company name, analyze first. Okay, so the input is going to be company name, okay? So let's go with company name. This is going to be a Google search, okay? So we're going to use the Google node, okay? A lot of people might think, oh, Google search, let's go to let's go to the cloud browser. No, Google is definitely more efficient for this task. Okay. So for the search query, we're going to put at company name. So that is just going to tell packages to look at the input as the search query in Google. Okay. And then we're going to add a finish node. Okay. So let's add a finish node so that we can get our output and make it visible so we can see it. So I've got my Google search here as the template. Let's see. Yeah, I know this is all over the place, but this is kind of like the the process behind making a package. Okay. So this will be the Google search. We've got our company name here, and let's connect the Google search to.
Really quick, someone said, Malcolm, when you keep the comment below, screen is covered by this comment. We can't see all.
Okay, that is very helpful. Thank you. I'm gonna add that comment. All right, so let's see here. Malcolm, you keep the comment. Okay, perfect. Let's see. So back to making this package. I'm actually gonna kill this for now because I want to test if we're getting results that match the company name. So for the company name, I'm going to put, let's go with Microsoft. Okay. And let that package run. Okay, cool. That's done. And yeah, so we already have our search results from Microsoft. We've got Microsoft and we got a snippet, we got the URL, all that stuff really fast. Okay. So now we want to summarize. I think he wanted to summarize the first 10 results. So yeah, this is going to be a little tough. So yeah, what I will say is this is a little more technical. Obviously, I know how to use packages, so it's good. But this is a good point to emphasize that like packages are simple but complex to make at the same time. I think there's a huge opportunity for like a marketplace of people to like make packages and like sell that as a service, like package making. But yeah, let me finish. Actually, probably don't even need to. GPT is smart enough to read that. So let's just go straight to ChatGPT. I'm going to use 4.0. I'm going to say analyze this JSON of Google search results on the organic key. It has 10 search results. Summarize what you see. And then the JSON is going to be Google search because that's the name of that node. And then we're going to say Google search summary. Okay.
In that same question that person posted said, can you get the HTML for the first 10 and summarize that question mark? Maybe just for the first URL for the live.
Yeah, I'm gonna that will take the whole live. So I'm just gonna do this one, and then yeah, I'm gonna ask more see what the rest of the questions are. So let's see, GPT analysis. All right. So yeah, let's see what GPT comes back with. Okay, let's run this package. This is going to take a little longer because it's actually going to go to ChatGPT now. While that's going, let's see.
You want to answer the question?
Yeah, hold on. Let me increase the tokens because it got cut off. Yeah, so while that runs, let's see here. Let me see what other questions are there.
So next question will switch to YouTube. It says, how is packages different from Zapier?
Okay, that's similar to the make question.
And Pabbly?
All right, so let me see this. Using input. Okay, that doesn't look like a real. Is that a real comma? I didn't get that one. Make upload video to YouTube. I don't understand that one. Is you want a package that does that? I think that's what he wants. Yeah, we can definitely do that after this. So let's see. I'm a consultant, ERP, and other enterprise applications. I came across a lot of complex integration scenarios involving APIs and webhooks for data in and out. So can I create random packages on my own and sell to my clients? And it's up to them to get billed according to their usage. All I want to do is bundle up packages according to requirements, but it should be white label with my name. Is that possible? Okay, yeah. So it sounds like you want to be able to sell people packages and not have to worry about billing. Yeah, that's definitely coming for sure. So she's asking, how is package different from the existing automation tools like Zapier, Pabbly, etc.? Yeah, so I don't know if you were here for the Google, yeah, the PowerPoint or whatever. So the difference is packages is more dedicated towards like the complete picture, right? Like Zapier, Pabbly, they all care about, you got data in Sheets, in Google Sheets, let's move it to, Docs or like some other platform, right? Like I'm more concerned with, I have a business, I'm a wellness coach, right? And I just want to press one button and manage all my marketing, press one button and manage all my, social media. Like that's really what it is. It's more geared towards like your process for your business or whatever. I will tell you this: the majority of users will not know like about automation, right? These are just people that want to make more money, and they just want to be able to press a button and do it. Like that's basically what it is. If that makes sense. If possible, let me go down. Can you drop the Facebook request out of the way? Not sure what that means. Okay. So this question, will we ever have the ability to run packages locally in our local browser? This is probably not going to happen, and I'll tell you why. Because the premise of packages is for anybody for you to create a package, and like in theory, anybody else could run it, right? Against their own set of keys or their own, you know what I'm saying? Their own Facebook account. So like you wouldn't want people to make a package that runs on your browser. And also like, I don't know if your computer's going to be online all the time. So that's probably not going to happen. Let's see here. Kathy's got a question. Packages for newsletters for pulling in content for anti-aging niche and for California coastal travel. Yeah, so I remember your comment, Kathy. Yeah, I do need to make that package for you. I think you did add your colors to the group. So yeah, I'm going to do that. I'll probably follow up with you in the Facebook group. So yeah, this is that question. Let me actually go back to this quick package that I made to see what it looks like. Yeah, so this is just a summary of the results. Again, this is, it's very easy to follow along. This is a prompt, right? This is a GPT prompt. I think we've been using ChatGPT for a while, so folks know what it is. We just plugged in the Google results here and asked it to analyze it. I hope that makes sense. Jonathan has a question, and he says, what are tasks and what is covered by their limits? So looking at this example, right, of a package, okay, this would probably be, so an input doesn't really count as a task. The Google one would be a task, and GPT would be a task. Finished would not be a task. That's not really expensive. So this, while there's 4 nodes, 2 would only be a task. But at the end of the day, the task limit, I think on the deal page, I said that the task limit was I forget what it was, like maybe it was 3,000 or something a month. That's just going to be hourly, and that's really just to prevent abuse. So I wouldn't be too concerned. Like you're not going to hit the task limit, so I wouldn't be too concerned about tasks. If you got the deal. Carl J says active pieces, please. Okay. Active pieces is here. If you go to browse, we've got, let's search for active pieces. Active pieces is there. You can send stuff to active pieces today. Add to chunk question. Yeah. Let's see, add to chunk question. I don't know what the question was there. Can I use packages to analyze top performing ads of competitors and then re-engineer to create ads for myself? You certainly can do that. Yeah. Yeah.
Lots of people waiting in another link for this live and send the link.
Okay.
On YouTube.
All right. Let me see here. Yeah, hold on 1 second. Let's go to that live. Yeah, it says there's 15 waiting. I don't know how to get those people here. Oh, hold on. Okay, yeah. Let me put 1 second. Let me put the chat. Let me put the link for this in that one. 1 second, folks. Yeah. Thank you for that. Is Bruno who said that?
Mm-hmm.
Bruno said that. Valeo, obrigado. Let's see. Okay. All right. So I put that link there. All right. So yes, yes, you can do that. All right. And the way that I would do that is, again, packages can do anything. Someone has to make the package. Right now it's going to be me. Hopefully I can train people to make packages and the process go a lot faster. But for this particular package, right, I think it's a law now where Facebook and Google have to show like all the ads that are being served. So yeah, the package that I would make for this would definitely go there. Or maybe there's a service that has like an ad spy that tells you the ads your competitors are running. And then, yeah, you can use packages to grab all that and, use GPT or Claude to make that have your brand voice and make it be yours. Let's see. Next question. How do keys work? A key for using Facebook groups package that you already have. Okay. So, keys. All right, let me show you guys how keys work. Okay, so keys are basically a way to connect your particular account, right, for a service or for a website. It is a way to connect your particular account to a package run, right? So we could have the same package like Facebook group, the Facebook group package, like if we run this package, the post to Facebook group package, if we post to like my Facebook group, right? Yeah, this will post to my Facebook group. I'm not going to do it now, but the keys portion of this, like 2 people can run the same package and it actually will go to, it'll the code is the same, but it will post it on the behalf of their account using this key architecture. Okay. And so for the Facebook, for that Facebook package, for it to work properly, okay, you need to create a key, a browser key, okay, a cloud browser key, which is basically this. You go to service, you pick Chrome, and then give it a pretty name like, my keys. I think I already hit the limit, so it's not going to let me make it, but I already have a key, okay? So once you create that key, you're going to hit this green button, which is a view browser, okay? So what this does is it basically lets you log into a browser in the cloud that will save all your cookies, save all your, everything that a normal browser would do, so that when you run that package, you don't have to log in. You don't have to worry about logging in. So once this is open, you're going to want to head to Facebook and you're going to want to, I'm already logged in. So I don't need to log in, but you're going to want to log in. And then once you log in, it'll save that and you'll be logged in anytime you run a package with that key, if that makes sense. And you can add API keys. So you can add your OpenAI keys, your Claude keys, just any key for any service. And the cool thing is when you do that, you basically aren't going to be consuming AI credits anymore. So if you get the lifetime deal, you probably will never have to like top up on anything, you know. So I would urge you to do that if you think this is cool. But yeah, I hope that helps. Let's see. What's the next question? He says, what tier should I buy for white label, but my clients will pay for their usage? So I think that feature will be available in every flavor of tier 2. Okay, so basically if you got one code of tier 2, if you got 4, you'll be able to do that once it rolls out. Now for the white label stuff, if you don't want your packages to appear at all, you should get 4 codes. Okay. And if you do that again, you probably will never have to pay monthly for this. So I would do that if you want to jump on that. But yeah, to be clear, payments, like to be able to charge for a package, like everybody on tier 2 will be able to do that if you have 1 code or 4.
A lot of people are asking that they want to like create packages on here.
Okay. Let me see. Sorry. Yeah, let me see. This doesn't actually do a good job of helping me.
Okay. Somebody wrote, can you make a package for Google My Business Post scheduling?
Yeah, you can do that. Let me see. So this guy says, how big is your team? That's funny. That's a funny question. Do you have people dedicated to creating educational content? I'm non-tech and get the feeling that this has big potential, but my main bottleneck is not knowing how to use it. Okay. Yeah, it's just me. There's no team. But there will be educational content. Don't worry about that. Is it possible to use 1 task on packages to run 30 tasks on 0 work? This is absolutely very possible. You just need to have the webhook URL for every one of those tasks. You need to have the trigger for those tasks, but I can show you how that would look. So let's make a new package and let me remove your comments so people can see the screen. So yeah, let's make a new package, right? And we're gonna do, 30 0 task. Sorry, 0. What is it? 0 work tasks. Okay. Run 30 0 work tasks. Okay. All right. So we're gonna right click on the workspace. We're gonna go to package, and then we're gonna look for the 0 work package that I made. Right. So if you really wanted to do that, and I don't know if that's, yeah, you know more than me what your automation needs are, but yeah, you could do that fairly easily. So this would trigger, you would just have to pass the webhook URL for each of them and the request body. But you could have a package that does something crazy, like send stuff to Pabbly at the same time. Again, I don't know why anyone would want to do this. Maybe there's a real use case for this, but you could, in theory, have 1 package that does a bunch of stuff and send stuff to Zapier, to Pabbly, to 0 work, and you can really have like a lot of fun automating stuff. Doing Kathy's package live or in a video would help a lot. Okay. Yeah, I'm definitely going to do her package. She's cool. She seems cool. So I'm going to do her package, but I'm probably not going to do it on the live. It's just going to take too much time. There's a lot of questions. Kevin, what's up, Kevin? He has a question. Says a great package that would benefit a lot of people would be one that would directly boost sales. What would a package like that look like? Okay. So that's a good question. I would say number one thing for me is if you want to increase sales for anything, it doesn't matter if it's, a SaaS or e-commerce, like it's either you need to increase your organic traffic or you need to spend money with paid traffic, right? So a package that would help you there would definitely be a package that's dedicated to, increasing organic traffic or monitoring your ads to keep the most efficient ads or like create ads. So yeah, there's a lot of strategy in that question. There's not like going to be there eventually will be a package where you press play and it will take that care of that for you, but there's not one where you press play and it happens immediately. Like it would take time, but that's what it would take in a nutshell. Okay, so that's Bruno. All right, so we've got Kentucky Notaries. I want a package that can analyze text or email, offer and reply with either accept, reject, or counter based on certain parameters. Okay, so yeah, packages can do this, right? I would say my only question with that would be where's the email coming? Where's the email coming from? Like, I guess, are you automating it today, right? Is this automated today? Because like if it's automated today, we could use like Pably or whatever, or any of these other Zapier or whatever, and then get that email or that text and then do stuff with it. But this is definitely possible, right? And in this package, I would use GPT to analyze whatever you want it to analyze. And then, yeah, it will tell you if it should accept or reject it. But yeah, that's possible with packages.
And they reply Gmail or iPhone and iPhone/Android. Kentucky just replied that.
Okay. Yeah, we would need, that text would have to probably happen somewhere else. But it's possible. Let me see. Can we take screenshots of video based on transcript phrases or timestamps? So this kind of question is good because it basically highlights something that I want to touch on, which is packages can literally do anything. Okay, so can we take screenshots of video based on So it can do that, right? The way that it would achieve that though is it would have to use some kind of API, right? That's going to analyze the video. And I think with that in mind, right? Like just think it's not about, because I think a lot of people are focused on like the browser, the cloud browser, right? Because that's really powerful. But I think there's the real power comes when you combine all the different things that packages can do, like do things in the cloud browser and then immediately do something with an API. So I would say for this, I would probably look for an API that, in the Facebook group, you can say, hey, Malcolm, I found this API that does stuff with video. Can you make that thing happen that you talk about in the live? And then we could go from there. All right. So Bruno says, being taught to create our own packages would be gold. Yes, I do want people to be able to make their own packages. That would also be gold for me. All right. So can you make a package for Google My Business post scheduling? I can definitely look into that. That's something that a lot of people have asked for. What's included in the white label? So in the white label, you will get the ability to white label packages. So people won't know it's packages. If you have clients, right? If you have a client portal, for instance, and the packages is providing a lot of value for them, you don't want them to know that it's packages, right? So that's really what the white label does. And since I think it takes 4 codes to get the white label, so all your limits would be multiplied by 4. You get 8 cloud browsers instead of 2, which is great if you have a lot of clients and you want them to have their own like package dedicated to them. All right, so Lyle has this question. I would love to learn how to create packages. Okay, it sounds like people want to learn how to create a package. Okay. Yeah, that's a good one. Okay. Will we be able to come back and watch this video once you're done today? Yes, you should be able to. This service that I'm using saves it. So you should be able to watch it later. So there's another package request. Can you make a package that creates TikTok, YouTube short create script. Okay, yeah, that's a good one. That's a very good one. That is the kind of package that is not going to happen on this live, but that is a very good one. And that is one that, like, okay, so one thing I do want to mention too, to like really get your brain going, is like a package like this. This is a really good package. Okay, this one, like, you probably could sell this. There's probably services now today that, like, it's a software to service. There's one that I know that does exactly this, that is making like $70,000 a month. So like this kind of package, it's good, but I would say, like, keep in mind that if you get really good at making packages, like, you can definitely sell them, and I'll make it very easy for you to sell. And yeah, that will be coming soon. I think you create a new page for requesting packages. Okay, so yeah, a request board. It's like a voting system. Okay, we've got this other question. Can packages run an automated workflow or track spreadsheet titles, use AI? Yes, perfect. So you get it. Yeah. So yeah, the way that this would work is, this is basically just a package. The package can do all this. You probably could do this today if you connect it to Pably or something, or Zapier. But the running twice a day part, yes, that can happen today with the calendar in packages. What does white label mean? CNAME included. So I'm very flexible. If you white label for me right now is, you don't see, like, if you embed it on a page or in a client portal, like, it will not say packages anywhere. Okay. Now for the CNAME stuff, I haven't given any thought to that. So, like, I think what you're saying is, like, my portal dot whatever. Like, I don't know if that's what white label is going to be, but yeah, I can be convinced otherwise if you make a great argument in the group about it. Next question. Can we run that package as a page and not our personal profile, so we may be able to post as a page? So yes, you might have to, that might require a different kind of package that, like, basically clicks on whatever you need to click on to become the page. But it is possible. Yes, it's very possible. Okay, so Justin has a question. When you say hit your limit on keys, what does that mean? Can you have unlimited keys for unlimited accounts? Okay, so this let me explain the keys here. So with keys, there's two types of keys right now in packages. Okay, and let me remove the comment. All right, so there's two types of keys. All right, there's cloud browser key, and if you got the deal, you get 2 per code. All right. So this is a browser, right, with full of cookies and all that stuff. Like, this is very expensive and intensive and stuff. So you get 2 of these, right? But for any other key, which is literally just like a bearer token or just any kind of like API key, Open API, Anthropic for Claude, like that, you can add as many of those as you want. Later on, we will add OAuth and like a Facebook app and all that stuff. So, like, when that comes out, I mean, I think that's probably going to be unlimited keys as well. But again, with something like the Facebook API and a Facebook app, you do not get to do stuff like post to groups, right? A lot of the cool automations are going to take place with the Chrome browser, the cloud browser. So you get 2 of those per code, if that makes sense. Let's see, another package request. Wish I could make a package that would look for new CVE affecting a product, for example. Okay, yeah. So this is another great request. So basically, what is this saying is, like, there's a security issue with Microsoft Teams, and you want to be alerted via text when that happens. Yeah. So that is a good package idea, and it definitely can happen in packages. Yeah, I'm gonna add a new node that lets you send text easily without like having a Twilio account or anything, but that's coming later. I'm already doing this. I can show you how I've industry. I'm not sure he's talking about?
The create TikTok / YouTube shorts. That
Oh,
we
okay.
used before, that was the reply to that
Oh, okay.
one. The next question you should have is constitute. What does it mean tier 2 code has 20 custom packages?
Okay, yeah. This is a good question. I think a lot of people have been asking this question. 20 custom packages. What is 20 custom packages? So that is a great question. That's basically packages that you make, okay? So these packages are not custom packages, okay? These are custom packages. So anytime you're doing this, that's a custom package. But you let me know in the comments if like 20 is too little. I don't know. I really don't know. So I've been monitoring this. I haven't really cut people off at all. I don't know if anybody has noticed, but you might have made more than 20. So yeah, just trying to get a feel for like how many packages people would make. So yeah, let me know if 20 is too little. But you do get unlimited on tier 4. So there definitely will be a limit. But sorry, 4 codes will always be unlimited. So if you want unlimited packages, like get 4 codes. All right. So came in confused about what package. Yeah. I mean, it is one of those things where when it's working for you, it'll make a lot of sense. Again, I've used this for all of my businesses, but this is like the I've used it as like scripts, right? They're just about scripts, but this is like the visual version of it. Once you see it working, it will make a lot of sense. But it's just an automation platform, and I think the thing that gets people confused is this is a very technical group of people. Okay, LTD shoppers, LTD people are very. This crowd is made up of people that are very technical and understand software at a deeper level, right? So you put something like Zapier or Zero Work or whatever the automation platform is side by side, and you're like, why do I need this? Like, it does what that does. But like, what I've learned by making software for all the years that I've made it, and by starting to sell software, via AppSumo and stuff, which is, yeah, that was an eye-opening experience. So for the niches deal, it's funny because people paid $59 for a lifetime deal for that. On the organic traffic side, like the traffic that comes from Google, like the average lifetime value of people that come through Google is like $2,000. Okay. And the people are like people who want to, practice for an interview and like prepare for an interview. Like they don't know how to use ChatGPT. So, how does that tie into packages and like it being confusing? Like, forget that it's an automation platform. Like, don't try to compare it to Zapier. Packages is basically a platform that lets you automate parts of your business with one click, right? So if you want to have like 20,000 articles on your site, you can do it. Packages, and you can press play. Packages will do it. It will sprinkle it in your calendar so that you have 20,000 pages at the end of the year. And that's what it's going to do. I will show you, like, it'll be so much fun because I'm going to show you what I'm going to, like, my marketing strategy in the Facebook group. You'll see how I set up my calendar for packages. Like, it's literally an automation platform that helps you grow your business and make money. That's really the goal, is to help you make money. Could you please suggest some packages, particularly for sales and lead gen for consultants? As I mentioned, I'm into ERP, CRMs, implementation, consulting. Okay. Yeah, I probably am going to do another live or make more videos that are dedicated towards like marketing, right? Because this definitely sounds like a marketing question. You want more sales and you want lead gen, right? I could talk a lot about how to do lead generation and sales for anything, but yeah, the packages that I would make, again, for anything, if you want leads and if you want sales, organically SEO, like understand that and understand what you need to do to become successful at SEO. And on the paid side, like paid traffic, like understand the keywords that your competitors are using to convert. And I think that's probably the best place to start. But I'll make packages around that eventually. But that's at a high level, you just need to get traffic, basically. Can you show an example of actually posting to a group? I keep getting errors. Okay. Yeah, I can show you. Let me do this real quick. Yeah, there's a lot of questions here. All right, so Facebook group. All right, I'm going to do two things. Facebook group. So post to Facebook group. The first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to show you how it looks. All right, let me actually run it before I show you to make sure it works. It does work, though. I definitely. Hey, it's me from the Facebook group. Okay, so that's going to run. Now let's go in here and check out how this package looks. All right. It's very simple. We've got an input, which is the Facebook group URL, a message. All right, so that posted to the group. Let's see how that looks. Yeah, so that if you're getting an error, it's definitely because you're not logged into the cloud browser. But yeah, let me show you how this looks if you ever wanted to make one that's similar. So we've got two inputs, the Facebook group URL and the message, okay? And then we take those two things and we do a cloud run, okay, a cloud browser run. And all that's doing is going to the group page. So if we open it, again, at Facebook group URL to go to that page, we click write something. That's an overlay that comes up. Let me actually go to the group. Let's go to the group. Yeah, so that made it there. So yeah, let's follow this step by step. Go to the group page. So it goes here, it went here, and then click write something. So write something is here, right? Then it's going to wait for the overlay to appear. Then it's going to fill in the message. Okay. So again, package making is a little bit technical, right? I think there's a huge opportunity. Like if you're very technical, again, I'm going to market the hell out of this thing. So like if you want to make money, like become good at making packages. Like that's one way to make money. But yeah, we're looking for this particular selector, which is just an HTML tag. And then, yeah, then it's going to type the message. So at message, all right. It's going to take a picture. So it's going to take a picture of what it did just so, I don't know. I did that just so people could see that it can take pictures. And then it's going to click submit. Okay. And then it's going to actually post it like it did here. Okay. So yeah, if it's not working, you need to make sure that you did the cloud browser thing where you logged in. The other thing that I think I showed that to you already, but what I didn't show you is you actually have to check off the cloud browser in keys and profiles. So if you don't do that, so let me do that. And I'm going to get an error now because it doesn't know what set of cookies to use. So this is going to run into some kind of error. But yeah, I hope that helps. Let's go to the next question. Can you create a very limited free account for customers? So A, benefit for you, they can have a taste of packages and pay the subscribe model. B, benefit for us to sell a package to the client. They have infrastructure that they can be a guest user to our account or either download our template. Okay, that is a good idea. So I think this is more on the white label side. You're saying that you want the ability to have free users test the packages you make. Yeah, that's definitely good. The thing though, with the free stuff is we'll have to make sure that there's limits. And I think you definitely touched on that, but yeah, there needs to be limits, but I think we can do it. Yeah. All right. So how do you run loops or iterate over a set of items? Great question. Okay. So loops are in packages are sort of hidden, I guess. So let's make a new package that okay. Here's a loop in packages. Okay. So loops actually get created automatically. You don't think about loops, like they just happen. Okay. So let me do this. Let's do splitter. Yeah. And then let's go to, what do I want to do? All right, let's do Google search. All right. So that's a loop. This is a loop in packages, okay? And I'll tell you why it's a loop. So let me create a string with new lines in it. Microsoft and then Apple, okay? All right, so the splitter node is a node that just takes a string and splits it, okay? Whenever you split a string in many programming languages, it should create an array, right? Packages is smart enough to know that it's an array. And because it's an array, we can loop over it. And you see how that line is thick, right? A regular line in packages is thin, okay? And that tells you that it's not looping, okay? Oh wait, chunker is a looping. Sorry, that's not a good example. Let's go with, I don't know. Let's go with the cloud browser. So this line will be thin because it's not a loop. So thick just means that this is a loop, okay? So what's going to end up happening is this is going to output two things. It's going to output us a Google search for Microsoft and a Google search for Apple. That is loops in packages. I hope that makes sense. Let me go to the next one. I want to allow my user to play my package without them logging in. Is that possible? So that's piggybacking off of Harry's stuff. You can do that. Yes, you can. If you have a portal, if you have a customer portal and you want people to run packages in that portal, yes, they can do that, but it's going to eat up your credits and your API keys, all that stuff. But that's basically what's going to end up happening. Can it pick up trigger words and give us a specific response depending on the trigger word? Similar to ManyChat. I would say, where are the trigger words? Like, where's the trigger word? Like, is it in a Facebook group? Is it in a chat? Like, where is the trigger? But if you give it something and you say, is this word in it? And do something if the word is in it, yeah, you can do that. All right, so saying it's packages like having a bot go perform certain tasks that would eliminate myself from manually doing the task. For what I understand, I mean API keys to access data, which packages analyzes and then performs the task I'm requested to perform. Yeah, I think that packages does support bot-like stuff, right? Like I think a bot at the end of the day is just something that like does a task, like it does, whether it's an API call or a GPT call, or it calls another automation platform. But yeah, it can do that. What do you think about inbuilt tools to let us parse data or modify the data format formula without LLM? Yeah, so this is, let's see, inbuilt tools to let us parse data. I would say, how big is the data, right? There is a JavaScript execution node, so you can run JavaScript against pretty much anything that you bring in here, right? This is literally JavaScript. So you could do anything, like, you could call every single JavaScript function. There's a few things that you can't do. Obviously, eval, I don't think I let you do eval, but you can do any JavaScript function you want and it will work here. So yeah, my question would be, how big is your data? How much data is it? Let's see. What's the next question? All right. Automate Facebook Marketplace's responses based on criteria. Yeah, definitely can happen. I would say, what I would say with this one is, are you going to a particular item, or are you like just going crazy on like crawling Facebook Marketplace? I would definitely, if you're going to make a package that does this, I would say start with a particular item, which I think that's what you're saying. So yeah, that's definitely possible. Is there a limit to cloud browsers clients? There is a limit, and there will always be a limit. There will never be unlimited cloud browsers. It's just it's too intensive. So yeah, you can buy as many as you can. I think every code that, like, if you really love cloud browsers and you think that, like, and you never want to pay monthly for them, like, I would probably stack as many as you can. Because yeah, after the deal is done, it'll be monthly to add them. But I hope that answers your question. I wish to build a package that would monitor. Okay, that I answered that. Wait. Yeah, that's the CVM. It sells for more, 3K. I'm not sure what that means. All right, so all right, that's from Cheat Layer. Please build a team. All right, please build a team that can build packages on demand, or create tutorials that will teach us how to create packages on our own. There are a few, but I can make more. I'm ready to go with tier 2, 4 codes, but like many here, I'm not sure. All right, so my question is where's the uncertainty, I guess? You can comment about the uncertainty, but yeah, does this only work with Chrome, or will packages work with Firefox? Packages, like the app, like this screen right here, is going to work on any browser. Yeah, so you don't have to worry about that. It should be more like 50. I don't know what that means. How does this fit with the AppSumo level that I purchased? Okay, so packages is not on AppSumo. Niches is separate from AppSumo. Sorry, niches is separate from packages. So yeah, I'm not going on AppSumo with packages. So this is a different product. I hope that helps. Where do you see packages 3 years from now? What is the long-term strategy for the company? I think for me, packages 3 years from now is probably going to be, I mean, it's just going to be what it is today. It's going to be a platform for helping people make money on the internet, right? And just press play, add it to your calendar. That's really it. You will see the core user is not going to be like you, okay? The core, the people who are going to use this are, and like win from it, they don't know what automation is, all right? They don't, like, automation is an extremely technical thing that a lot of people don't know about. So yeah, I think that it will be, it'll in 3 years from now, packages will help a lot of people make a lot of money. That's really my goal for packages. Okay, I agree with Ahmed. If you need people to help, I'm sure you have a few. Right now, packages can do everything, doesn't mean anything. Okay, that's good. It runs in the cloud, so yeah, he answered that. Thanks, Rohan. Can we create? You probably could create Chat Baby with this if you wanted to. You have to think about a lot of things, all right? You have to, again, you're getting into the territory where, how do you make a SaaS? You know, I want to make a software as a service. You need to think about, like, logging in, right? You need to think about, how do I preserve the chat for one user? You need to think about for fingerprints, right? So like if someone comes back and they didn't log in, like, it needs to remember the chat history. There's a lot of considerations. Could you do a Chat Baby clone with this? Sure. Will it be easy? It won't, because you have to think about a lot of different things. But I mean, packages is flexible enough to where one package, like if you make a package, could that be a software as a service that you could sell? Absolutely. All right, so thank you for the keys explanation. I wonder if you could use a different browser other than Chrome for the browser keys, something like Wavebox or anti-detect browsers that supports unlimited cookie profiles for the browser keys. Yeah, I mean, if there's an API out there that does the browser thing, right? And yeah, I mean, packages is flexible enough to where if you've got something better, right? And that's really the goal. That's really the whole premise of packages, right? I modeled it after like so in programming in JavaScript, there is in all programming languages they usually have a package system, right? And in that package system, you might have 5 different ways to do the same thing. What ends up happening is most people gravitate towards like one way because it's the best and the most robust. So like, yeah, if you can find a better browser, like you can make a package that handles that. So yeah, you definitely get it, Justin. Ray says it seems that a custom package is like a workflow in other tools. Yes, we need more than 20. Yep. So yeah, it is like a workflow. So if you need more than 20, yeah, we can figure out how to up that. What is one credit? All right, so one credit varies from node to node, package to package, right? So one thing I will say is it kind of maps to the cost in real life, right? Like, but it's like consider it like a size, right? So like a really big task will consume a lot of credit. Something really simple will consume less credit. So like GPT-4o mini consumes like less than GPT-4o, like the normal one, you know. But the thing about AI credits is if you bring your keys, then you won't consume them, right? So like for example, the cloud browser, which there's no way to add API keys there. Anytime you use a cloud browser, it's one AI credit. But yeah, if it's a big task, think of it as like a sizing thing, right? All right, so she says I would love that. $20,000 on my site by the end of the year. Yeah, show us how. Yeah, that's the thing is that like I think a lot of people here, like even I mean, there's some comment here, I forget what it was, is like, yeah, packages can do everything. That doesn't mean anything. Like, okay. I think at the end of the day, again, if you think about who and you see the marketing strategy, I'm going to put it in the group and you'll see it. This will attract people who want to grow their business and they don't give a damn about like how to get there, right? Like if you can give me 20 articles and I will get traffic from that, show me how to do that. Press play, add it to your calendar. Like that's really what packages is. All right. So Greg says, you mentioned the ability to publish blogs to WordPress, but could there be a package that publishes blog posts to Wix or any other blog tool? Absolutely. Yeah. There could be a package that posts anywhere. But Wix, I mean, if Wix is a place you want to send your content to, I could probably whip up a package today that does that. That's a pretty easy one. At some point, we need to have groups for browsing packages. By the end of the year, I bet you will have 500. I bet I will have 500 too. Yeah, we definitely like. I'm gonna organize them better. Yeah, we're definitely gonna do that. Can I give packages a location and a niche and it scrape a Google map for competitors that create Google My Map pins based on those data? Yeah, I think now the Google node in packages now might actually have some map stuff. So yeah, you can give it a location. I don't know if you could give it a lat longe or you could give it a real location like a city, state, country thing. It should be able to do it. If we stack 4 tier 2 codes, do we have team member? Okay, yeah, so team members are coming. And I think that with each code, like, yeah, if you want to convert that to team members, like I have no problem doing that when that comes, right? Just remind me. So you'd still have your limits, right? It'd just be spread out apart across the team, but you'd get 4 seats. So each code would become a seat and that wouldn't be extra. So you just tell me and I'll make it happen. Is there a way to combine multiple packages into a group? A series of steps. So yes, that is possible. And let me remove a comment. Yeah, so I think I did that with this one. And again, you can connect them so that they're sequential, right? So with packages, right? I don't know if people have noticed this, but with packages, you have the ability to like not connect things. You don't actually always have to connect things. And the reason for that, and what happens when you don't connect them, is it runs in parallel, right? So your package finishes faster. It doesn't have to wait on the other packages. But if this is sequential, if package 1 requires the response for package 2, then you connect them and you tell it to wait, and you'd send it the data. But yeah, that answers your question about that. Okay. Okay, so can we handle file download? Yes. So this will come soon to the cloud browser, okay? But the way that it will work is it will send the file. I don't want to send the file to via like base 64 encoded, and like, I don't want to send megabytes of data over the wire. What it will do is it will upload it like securely to like S3 with like a key or whatever. And then it will send you that URL, and then you do whatever you want with that URL, and you can set it wherever you want and do whatever you want with it. So that's how we'll handle file uploads. But the cloud browser will support downloads. Yeah, it's coming soon. All right. So we've got another question from Joseph. Hopefully I pronounced that right. Please explain. Packages can do everything. How? Why is this different from other RPA animators? Okay, so again, this is getting into like the technical part, right? Like, and this is what I mentioned about like there's two types of customers. There's ones that are very focused on the technical part of packages more than the high level, like this is what packages does. At the end of the day, packages is an automation platform. Okay, yes, it's an automation platform. Why is this different? Automation platforms do automations, right? It might not actually be that different. I connect to a lot of automation platforms, so the only thing that's really different is like the why, right? Like, why are we doing automation on packages versus Zapier? Like, once packages grows, like you will see it'll be people that just want to grow their business and want to make money and want to follow a set proven method via a calendar that someone else made and had success with, if that makes sense. Like, it's not different. Like, at the end of the day, it's not different. Fundamentally, it's not different. Any automation platform, you tell it to do something, it will perform the automation. I support all the other ones in packages. So yeah, I hope that helps. And it probably doesn't, but it's an automation platform. Okay. And it helps you make money. Like, it helps me. So I hope it can help you. All right. So, okay. Now watching this Facebook package, packages seem very similar to other thing, which is equally powerful. Okay, cool. That's good. Yeah. One thing I will say too is, again, the niches people that pay like that have a lifetime value of, okay, cool. The niche people that have a lifetime value of $2,000 do not care. They don't know what these software. They don't know what Zap. They don't know what Zero Work is. They don't know what any of this is. They literally just want to make money and press a button, or they literally just want to, practice for their job interview. They don't care about ChatGPT or know that like there's Claude or Perplexity. Like, they're not technical, and they don't need to be, because they want the thing that they want, right? So that's what I'll say. Can I use this to scan the Facebook group I'm in and get products that are showing there? Run the link through my affiliate link and post it to the group I'm in. You can do that. I would say, why? Because in a deals group, you can do that. I'm wondering why you want to do that, but you can do it. Okay. Any connections to Rapid Weaver stacks? I don't know what these are, but if they have an API, packages can talk to it. be fears destructor. Facebook. Okay, trigger words. I think I understand this now. You want to scan Facebook and Instagram for keywords and do stuff based on that, like in comments and stuff. Yeah. Okay, so 12,000 tasks. Okay. Again, this is an hourly limit. You're probably not going to hit that limit. You're probably not going to hit that limit. And if you do hit that limit, I want to talk to you because you're really good at getting people to use packages, or you're using it really well. So don't worry if you hit the limit, because I will want to talk to you. Okay. Particular item. I don't know what that means. Are the data collected or processed stored on packages? Is it like a spreadsheet? Okay. So they are stored because you need them to perform the subsequent tasks, right? So they're stored because you need to see the result of them. So they're stored in that way. It's not like a spreadsheet in that it's like like columns and rows. It's more like it's nested, so it's like an object, if that makes sense. Yeah, but there's going to be a new node that is basically a key value store. So it is, or a database. So that will help you do some really cool stuff, but that's coming soon. All right. So Rohan has a different explanation for packages. Designed with modern technologies in mind, like generative AI and cloud browsers, to make it easy to make money fast with templates. Okay. Yeah. Make money fast with templates. That's a good way to say it. If I use my own AI key, particular Straco, right. So if you're using Straco, which I think that's I don't know how to pronounce it, but that was an AppSumo deal. Yeah, if you do all your AI via that, and you'd have to create new packages though, because some of the packages that I have are like dependent on the native LLM node in packages. If you do all your AI with Straco, you're never going to use your AI credit. So, I mean, that's one way to do that. Why would you want multiple browsers? You would want multiple browsers because you have clients, right? Or you have things that you want to do on two different profiles. For instance, like you can't be logged in on two different, and you could, I don't know, Twitter. Like, let's say you couldn't be logged into two different Facebook accounts at the same time. Like, you would use the two different browsers. Can we include desktop apps into packages? So the desktop app thing, that would go against the packages like way of thinking. Like the packages way of thinking is, I make a package that someone else might use, right? And it could be a private package, right? But that the desktop thing goes against what packages stands for, I guess. You could do it, right? You could do it, but the second that your desktop app is like shut down, like your package is going to fail because that step isn't going to succeed, if that makes sense. How does this compare to active pieces Zapier? What's the difference? Yeah, what's that? And thanks for the previous answer. Cool. So again, how does it compare? It is similar in that it does automation, right? But you can call these servers, like I have packages dedicated to Zapier and active pieces, right? It's packages doesn't really care about how you get the automation done. Like I don't care what you use to do the automation, right? You could use Zapier like as the final step. Like I don't care. I'm just really focused on like the processes around making money on the internet. Like that's really the goal of packages is to do things that help your business succeed. You add packages to your calendar. Your package does something. If that's working really well, make it do that like all year long. That's really what packages is. Yeah. So I hope that helps. I think cookie-based anything is being limited soon, especially for affiliate marketing. Would packages be affected by that, for example, for the cloud browser? Okay. So cookie-based anything with regards to marketing is, yes, that is going to be limited in the sense that, like, because of, privacy concerns, like at the browser level, you're not going to, Facebook is not going to be allowed to track you anymore. Now, how would packages be affected by that, right? Is the cloud browsers would still work fine. You'd be able to log into Facebook just fine still. I think where that would affect packages is your marketing strategy, right? So let's say a package comes out, like, I don't know, 5 years from now, and that package does retarget, like it handles retargeting for you automatically. So, like, let's say someone comes to your site and then a package runs, or they run a package on your site, and then that package kicks off Facebook tracking pixel and then it automatically creates a retargeted ad. Like that part right there, that might be affected, the one where it creates the retargeted ad. But logging into a cloud browser will never stop working, if that makes sense, because it's a browser. So if cookies stopped working in browsers, no one would ever be able to log into any site like anymore. So it's never, like, cloud browsers will always work. You can count on that. Is it true you can only stack 4 codes in one account? So if you wanted 8, you need 2 accounts. You can actually stack more than 4 codes if you wanted to. Like, if you could do that in one account. Like, so that if you wanted 16 cloud browsers, right? If you're like, the cloud browser is really good and, like, I never want to pay monthly for it, you can stack it. You can do it. Will there be more tutorials and use cases on YouTube? There will be lots of tutorials and use cases on YouTube. I will make packages that will automatically make tutorials and use cases on YouTube. Like, I will automate this to, like, everything about packages will be automated. So you'll see it and it'll be cool to see. And hopefully you'll copy and clone that package and do it for your own business. What will the hourly task limit be for each respective tier? So what I will say there is, whatever the limit is, whatever limit I put there, I think I put it as like the monthly limit. Just consider that the hourly limit. So it's going to be high, okay? 300 an hour for, around, I think it was 3,000. I don't remember. It might be 3,000. Yeah, 3,000 an hour. Okay. That is high. And again, if you hit that, I want to talk to you because you're doing something right. You're using it. So I'm going to talk to you about it. Can you create a package that creates custom packages? That's a good question. There isn't an API for making packages now, and I don't from scratch. And I don't know if I would do it just yet because it's a little bit complicated. Like, I imagine people will get that wrong if they try to. Even I would probably get it wrong if I try to do it via an API. Like, you need that visual component. My bad. Earlier question cut off early. No problem. It's all good. I don't take things personally. It fills the gaps between. Okay, yeah. So, Rowan again with a good answer. Can you create a new package for us now? I mean, if it's easy, I can make one. All right. John asked a chat baby question. I can get this to you. Yeah, I can do that really soon. But I never saw an email from you. So shoot me an email and we'll get it in there quickly. Can you create a new package where we can comment on someone posts on Instagram or Facebook? And if it's possible, then do let us know what one will cost us. What's that?
That's a good question.
Oh, okay. Yes. So again, this would be a cloud browser run, right? So it would be 1 credit only. As complex as you can have the most complex cloud browser run. It just needs to happen in 5 minutes, and it will always be 1 token. Okay, 1 credit. If I create an AI chatbot using packages, how could I monetize it so that the end user pays for the use? Okay. So yeah, when I add payments to packages, you wouldn't really be thinking about the monetization part. You can think of a package as like the app store, right? Like think about the Apple App Store. Like the developer or the maker of the package will make the package, it'll work, and they don't think about the payments. They just set the price and then like people pay for it or whatever. Uh, yeah, so we would handle the payments. You would just handle like making the package and making sure it works. Further to my post, I would like to learn how to build packages from you, Malcolm, or someone from your team. If that's not possible, I would be happy to hire someone knowledgeable to do the job. Okay. Um, yeah. Yeah. So marketplace. Yeah, there can be a marketplace. I can make a marketplace for sure. I can make tutorials. I can do all that. So yeah, they're definitely, like I said before earlier in this call, I mentioned that there's a lot of opportunities to make money with packages, and one of those opportunities is if you're technical, if you know how to make a package, and if it's something that people would pay for, like you can make a good living making packages. And I would say that a package, like if you think of a package as an app, right? Like go to the Apple App Store and like look at an app. Facebook is an app. There's tens of thousands of employees behind the Facebook app, right? Like I think you could have a meaningful business behind a package, if that makes sense, especially a paid package. So yeah, having a marketplace for packages and for making packages like that's the thing that I want to do. Okay, can you explain the use of the calendar that you keep referring to? Yes, I can do that. So this is the calendar, okay? And mine is empty, and you don't ever want to have an empty calendar, but mine will be full, especially if you like want to make money on the internet and you have packages. If you have an empty calendar, that's not good. All right, so I'm not doing good right now. But I've been busy supporting all the sales that are coming in. So this is the packages calendar, and you can add any package to your calendar by dragging and dropping it. Let me see. Let me add posting to the Facebook group to my calendar, okay, to illustrate like how it's powerful. So let me see here. Today is the 27th. Yeah, I'll schedule a post on, let's see, what's my key? Yeah, so this package actually just posted to the group, and hello group. This is a post from my calendar that I scheduled. Okay. Cool. So that is the calendar. Okay. You can fill this up, all right, with a bunch of stuff. Eventually I'll have a button here that says fill it up for the whole year, and you would not, the right kind of package to make for the calendar would be a package that has no inputs. Okay. Inside the package, it would know what to write already. It would pull from like, a bunch of different sources, maybe CNN, maybe your own blog, maybe, it would pull from anywhere to know what to write. And your package literally would just be running and doing what it needs to do every day. That's really how the calendar works. I hope that helps. Okay. I understand that packages can do a lot of things, but the question is how? We need more technical tutorials. Are you going to make these tutorials for these use cases? Yes. And I think the first question is, what do you want it to do? Like, what do you want it to do? If you go in the Facebook group and make a request, people have been doing those requests. Thank you for everyone. Like, what do you want to do? Make the request, and I will build it, and eventually other people will build it. But like, yeah, the how is literally like, do you want to make the package? Is that what you mean by how? Or like, do you want to understand like how it's happening? Maybe you can, yeah, tell me that. Will there be tutorials on how to create these packages? There will be tutorials. Can a package be triggered by a webhook? That's coming. Yeah. So every package, if you want it to be, can be an API, right? It can have an endpoint. It will have a URL with some sort of key, some sort of secret key that like only the people with the key can run it. So yes, you'll be able to trigger a package via a post or like a get an HTTP request. Yeah. One-man team. It might not be possible to make a bunch of tutorials. You'll be surprised with, you'll be surprised with what you can do with automation. But yeah, we can definitely make a lot of tutorials fast. Doesn't mean we can circumvent the AI SEO writers out there and essentially build out a flow that might rival their output. Yeah, I mean, if you plan it correctly, right? Like, I think a lot of people, like, if you've got automation, they're like, cool, I can make 12,000 articles. I'm going to make 12,000 articles today, right? That's not what you want to do. You want to space it out, right? You want it to look human. You want it to, you don't want Google to be like, how come there's like 12,000 pages today when there was 3 yesterday? So yeah, it will rival it. But again, you have to have a strategy. And that's why you combine packages with a calendar. The calendar will take care of the strategy if you make the right package. Python scripts. So nothing about packages is based on Python, right? It's all JavaScript. So that means that Python is not supported natively. You probably could use something like use ChatGPT to convert your Python script into JavaScript, but or you can call it, if you really want to run Python, you can call an API that will run your Python script, but like natively, it's not going to support Python, and it won't because it'll just get slow. Like we're going to have I don't think we're going to do Python. If I understand how it worked, I would create the tutorials. Maybe I just need to play around with it and improve my understanding. Yeah, I'll make more videos and it'll make sense. We got 30 more minutes. All right. So if you got a question, get it in. Okay, so he wants to know at least the most basic things and what each node does, like how to scrape a page with packages. Okay. Yeah. I can definitely update the docs to talk about every single node if that's helpful. But yeah, if we go to if you go to the workflow screen, right? These are the nodes. Okay, you've got the LLM node, which is like ChatGPT. You've got AI images, which lets you create an image, and it's using what is it? Stable diffusion. But yeah, I mean, I can add Dolly later. Anyone can add these things, right? You just need to make your own package. AI audio, which is powered by 11 Labs. Okay, CSVs, this parses the CSV. Google, which does Google searches, and this is what you should use if you want to do a Google search. Don't use the cloud browser because that takes too long. This is way faster. You'll get your response in milliseconds. We've got the cloud browser. We've got a conditional. So if we got finished, which runs when it's finished, splitter, which splits things, scraper, which scrapes things, right? So this will scrape a page without using the cloud browser. So this is headless, okay? Again, packages are very technical, but it's worthwhile to learn them if you want to make money and make packages. So the chunker, that's useful if you want to split a piece of text into a fixed size. That's useful for embedding. Okay, embedding is used a lot with like chat bots, AI chat bots to you have to chunk it before you embed it, if that makes sense. Combiner combines things that you chunked after you chunk them. JS executor runs JavaScript. JSON builder builds JSON. Okay, it makes so it's very technical, and I can update the docs to explain what each of them does. But that's basically, you can make anything with all these nodes, and like a lot of the nodes you can actually do the same thing. Like there's a lot of redundancy built in. And I hope that answers your question. But yeah, I'll update it into the docs. Could you create a package to post blogs to Web Studio? Yes, we can do that. I wonder if they have an API. I'm not familiar with Web Studio, but if they have an API, which the API is always the preferred route, we can do it via API. Or if they don't, you can do it with the cloud browser. You may have already answered this question, but I missed it. How easy is it to add a proxy to cloud browsers? Can we use them similarly to anti-detect profile browsers? Anti-detect. I don't know what you mean by anti-detect profile browsers, but all right. So for the cloud browser, let's go to browser. Yeah. So if you wanted to have a proxy, a residential proxy, all you have to do is check this. Okay. It'll use a residential proxy. If you have a better proxy, right? If you want to use your own proxy, if you have your own proxy server running at home and you want it to use your home IP, like that's coming soon. So like that's going to be possible with the cloud browser. So I hope that helps. Russell has a question. Will there ever be a key that we can connect to a self-hosted cloud browser like found in Kazam or Chasm? Self-hosted cloud browser. So if it's self-hosted, you should have the power to create a package and call it, right? Like you have everything you need to make calls to it. So yes, you can do that. Sarah. Yeah, Sarah's awesome. So she says, I sent you lots of diagrams and rivers to explain what package does. Thank you for that. Yeah, I'm gonna check it out for non-devs. Yeah, I'm gonna check that out. And I did see that you posted in the group, so thanks for that. Google Collab package. That's a good question. How would that look? You would want it to run the collab and then give you the response in packages. Yeah, the only issue with that is if you use, I don't know if Collab has an API, it might, I don't know, I haven't really dug into that, but if you did it with the cloud browser, I would say that's probably one of the places where the cloud browser isn't a good fit because it would take longer than 5 minutes. What you could do though is you could, how would you do this? You could start it and then have a package that like checks if it's finished, but yeah, that's what I have to say about Google Collab. Please add support for Lemon Squeezy Paddle as payment gateways when you add payment abilities. Not everyone can use Stripe. Okay, I'll keep that in mind. Does the cloud browser also mean dedicated IP? No. So I handle all the IP stuff. It's like it changes. The IP is going to change. But when you use a proxy and you use when you use a proxy with a cloud profile, that will be sticky, meaning that it will stay. It'll latch on to the residential proxy that you connected it with, if that makes sense. But if you're concerned like about the actual IP address, like if you're smart enough to know that like an IP address is a thing and you're concerned about it, like I would say get like once packages lets you connect your own proxy, like I would do that as soon as possible because it sounds like you know what you're doing. So yeah. Sarah says my agency does automation for so yes, go to Sarah if you need help. Yes, and we can pin something in the Facebook group, like go to her. Yeah, there we go. Yeah, Sarah has all the answers. Calendar is basically a scheduler for automations. Yes. All right. So DMW says, please add support. Okay, I saw that one already. Sarah says you can link packages, automations to events and things on the calendar. For instance, you can make a recurring automation that posts something in your Facebook group if you're a community leader. Yeah. Okay, cool. So Magda has a great question. Does packages need to be open for scheduled events to occur? No. So once you set the event, right, in packages, it will run by itself. Okay. Yeah, so you don't need to have like your browser open or you don't need to be online. Like it'll do it by itself. So Sarah says it makes sense. That packages make sense. Okay, so people don't understand what packages is at all. That's why they're asking. They don't understand the interface or what it does. Okay. that's is again. This is why I will say this. This whole exercise with packages. What did they say?
As a founder, sometimes you have to explain your vision before that works and makes sense. Documents very important, so I'm trusting for that.
Okay. Okay. Yeah. Packages is going to be all right. Can you create a package for niches outputs to be collected into a CSV or maybe directly from niches? So a package for niches outputs. Okay. Yeah. I mean, I would want to dig deeper to understand how that would look, but yeah. So Sarah says you can use webhooks in place of an API. Yeah. How about a discount coupon for everyone watching the live? That is a very quick way for everybody who's bought packages to be very mad and chargebacks and refunds. But yeah, what do you think? I would love to do it, but I can't. That would upset everyone that's got it. What do you think about the possibility with M5 Stack, Internet of Things devices, process data visualize? Yeah, I mean, I think that again, I like to say, with packages, like to keep things simple. Yes, at the core, I want people to sell more. I want people to help people sell, right? But like when you think about automation, like it can do anything. So yeah, it can do stuff with devices in your house. Yeah, if you want it to, sure. Is this good for social media managers? Absolutely. So yeah, you can schedule. You can do scheduling. You can get a pulse for, again, like that. That is the cool feature that I use. One of the packages I made for is to get a pulse on the group, right? And my package basically for the group is like, are people confused still? And it always comes back with yes. So there's still work to do there. And I've got a huge email list. I've got a list of like 1 million people that once I've nailed the messaging and once people aren't confused anymore, then I'm going to send an email list to my email list and tell them that like, here's packages and what it does. It's not there yet. So yeah, but yes. So create blog or shorts to post it. Yeah, so you'll be able to do all that. Someone will make a package that does that one day. But yeah. Okay, so the basics. Okay, we gotta go to the basics. Cool. Malcolm. Okay, Rohan's got it. Can a public package be shared among users? We have the official packages and the public packages. Yes. Packages will eventually be able to be shared amongst users, but I do have some security concerns. Okay, that there are. Yeah, the package system, like the architecture of it, is really cool. Because it makes it easy to run anything, right? But you have to be careful with that because someone can make a bad package that like goes on your Facebook page and like changes the password or something. So I have to think about the security part of that. But eventually, yes, there'll be community section. How do conditional work? Conditionals, if this, then do that. So yeah, if this is true, then do this. If it's not, do something else. All right. I purchased tier 2. We'll play for it a little bit. When I get that aha moment and decide to upgrade, what's the last day to do this? I'm probably gonna turn it off in like 2 weeks, I think. But yeah, that's that. Can you extend the lifetime duration? That's I'll think about it if people really want it. Please update the docs. This would greatly help. Yes, I can do that. Can you maybe create a few ChatGPT custom prompts chatbot to make instructions for? Yeah. So yeah, you definitely get it. So yeah. So once I make a package that does this, because I'm just going to make a package for everything. And again, I'm going to share it, right? And you're going to see how I grow group package, like the group packages. You'll see it and it'll be there. But yeah, I'm going to make a package that will help you make a package that will help you understand what it is. You tell the package what you do for a living, and it'll say use these packages, use this calendar schedule. Like it'll tell you where to do everything, and I'll share that when it's ready. Is it 5 minutes per package run? It is, yeah. Just count on like your package needs to be done in 5 minutes. And if it takes longer than that, you need to think about why it's taking longer than that, because you need to split. If it's taking longer than 5 minutes, you need to split it up in some way. Like you're running too many things at once. Like you need to split it up. Sarah says they're gonna love it when they do understand it. Sarah understands it. It is cool. It's very cool. Okay. All right. So if we buy the LTD based on the limits, did we reach the end? Is there no more questions?
Yeah, the last one is unconditionals. How do you specify the condition/logic is the last one.
Oh, okay. If we buy the LTD based on the limits advertised, might you increase our limits without charge later if you get enough feedback? Yeah. So that's essentially what I'm saying is that as I monitor everything, right, I will make informed decisions. And yes, the limits. I mean, it's already happened. The limits are going up. And I need to update the landing page or whatever. But the monthly, whatever I say is monthly on the task, is hourly now. Okay. So for the packages, I mean, I don't know if you notice it, but like I put the limit there, but it's actually not like you can make as many as you want because I want to see what people are doing. But yeah, it's going to be 20 people. I mean, everyone says 20 is low, so I'll make it more, but there will be a limit. It will be more than 20. And the only way to get unlimited without paying monthly is to stack. Now, in conditionals, how do you specify the condition logic? Yeah, I will show you how to do that later. I'll show that in the group. How about creating chat baby bot answering questions about packages? Yeah, that's actually a very good idea. Chat baby could probably do it. I just need to feed it. Maybe, yeah, something. I don't know if it could figure it out based on the docs. Probably not. But yeah, I would have to update the docs, train it on those docs, and then it should be able to answer the questions. Yeah. Magnus says 20 packages seems a bit low. Yeah. That's what I'm getting. So I'm definitely going to increase it. Yeah. I hope that helps. We got about like 10 minutes, 13 minutes. Does anyone have any more questions, concerns, fears, hopes, desires? Okay. I hope this was helpful. I think okay. Yes. Okay. So can we set a custom task, AI, etc., usage limit for each custom package? All right, Tanner, what's up, man? Yeah, I remember you wanted the SEO, the SEO report. So I do want to do that. A lot of people seem like they wanted that, so I'm gonna get that in. All right, so Harry says, can we set a custom task, AI, etc., usage limit for each custom package? Also an email for our custom soft. Okay. Yeah. So just like the niches widget, you'll be able to set limits for people that use it. But I think one thing that I want to do to one up the niches widget and how that works is like I want to take care of user management, right? Like I want to create the widget where it's like it's you don't have to worry about like logins or usage. Like you set that and then you don't have to think about it. So yeah, it can send emails for soft usage limits if you wanted to, but you would just set the limits and then like, yeah, your customers will log in or whoever will log in and they won't abuse it because will have set the limits. So yeah, thank you for that, Tanner. Appreciate that. Reality Reload School says make a package for us in 10 minutes. Okay. Yeah. What kind of package do you want? Reality Reload School. Let's see. Yeah. So, what's white label look like? It is essentially just, when you're able to embed, right, packages, it literally just doesn't have packages anywhere, right? Anything that, so like the output, so the results won't have packages branding. You will not see packages anywhere, so your customers won't know that package is actually the thing that's making it happen. Can I use this to save down and download pictures from a website? You can. You would probably want to use, what would you want to use to do that? You put the browser, sorry, the cloud browser doesn't let you do that yet. But I'm going to add the ability to download things. But yeah, if you want to download, if you want to go to a website and download things, like, yeah, I can make a package that does that. Interface idea, ability. Okay, yeah, I can do that. The packages on the home screen are more like, here's examples, but like, yeah, I can, if it's helpful to like hide them or like not show them, I can do that. Can generate a PDF for download or email. Generate a PDF. So yeah, you can generate a PDF. Not right now, but we can make a package that can do it. Let's see, any package. I just want to see how many steps are involved. Okay. So let's go back to here. Let's see. Package. I don't, when people say make a package, you got to say, okay, so New Oaks. Let's go to New Oaks. Yeah, a lot of people talk about New Oaks. Let's see if they have a New Oaks AI documentation. Okay. Let's look at their documentation. Yeah. Yeah, this one's going to take a little while. Do they have? Yeah, this isn't going to be an easy one. Let me see. Do they have a webhook though? I don't see a webhook. Anyways, let me see here.
That's a good question.
Which one?
I work in logistics and need to create a package that will analyze requests for quotes.
Oh, okay. All right. So that one, this question about the webhooks, I can't make that one. Sorry, it's too long. It's going to take a while. But if you ask in the group, I can definitely put you in the right direction. Can I understand? So front end, we can embed multiple form fields that can be processed using packages. Yeah. So when the widgets or the embeds come out, like, and you'll be able to put it on your own portal or your own site, what's going to end up happening is you will be able to, just like in packages today, right, where you click around a package and it has, you might not, the keys and profile thing, it probably is not going to be on your your site, right? Because we're going to already assume that you figured that out. What is going to be on your site is the fields, right? So again, you have to be really good about putting the right packages on your site, because you don't want people, like, for example, post a Facebook group. This is not the kind of package that I would put on your site, because what ends up happening is you're going to have people posting to a Facebook group under your cloud profile, which you don't want, right? So you need to think through, before you put a package on your site or your client portal, you need to think about, like, what are the risks? But yeah, it's going to basically be, take away the keys and profiles part, like, it's just going to be the form field, and they'll be able to run that package on your site. Thank you for much for the session. I really appreciate it. No, thank you. Appreciate it. I work in logistics and need to create a package that will analyze requests for quotes. The package should take the distance in kilometers from point A to point B, and based on the rate. Okay, so yeah, I would say Yeah, I'll tell you how that's actually a good one. That's a quick one to make. But there's a couple things that you also have to consider with that one. So let's do what was this? This was this was logistics and request quote. I don't know. Let's go. Logistics requests quote analyzer. Okay. So this is going to be like a pseudo package. All right. In programming, we have like pseudo code, which is like how the code is going to be, but you don't actually write it out. I'm going to show you how to do that. Okay. All right. So you said the inputs would be the distance. All right. So the distance and the rate. Okay. So this would be the distance in km, and then this would be the rate. Okay. And the rate would be, the rate would be in, I guess you said rate km, so the rate per kilometer. So that's an easy one where we just call GPT. Okay. And then we add the finish node, and then we say, okay, given distance of at distance in km, and I'll add km, given a distance of distance in km, tell me if the rate of, let's see, and I don't know if you would add the currency in there. You would explain to your users like what they need to do, but like I'll just say rate in km with currency. Okay. Given the distance of blah blah blah, tell me if the rate of is really expensive and a bad deal or not. Okay. All right. So that's probably all you need. Let's add some tokens if it gets a little long. And then let's see, assessment. All right. That's probably misspelled. Final, and then cool. So in this template, we're going to say, and then we're going to make it markdown. We're going to say, all right, the result here is the assessment. Okay. And then we're going to say assessment. And then we're going to tag that misspelled assessment. And then boom, that is going to give us the assessment. Okay. So let's see, distance in kilometers. Let's say it's 11 kilometers. And I don't know if I put kilometers in my prompt, but I did not put currency. So I'm going to say it's $1,000 a kilometer. Okay. Let's see what ChatGPT has to say about this. Okay. So determine if this rate is bad. We need more information. Okay. So that's actually a pretty good answer. Okay, so we're that's me. This is like the testing of making a package process, right? Like in that instance, like maybe that answer was acceptable to you. To me, it wasn't, right? Because I wanted to know if it was a bad deal or not. So that means you just need a better prompt. You need to tell it like what's a good deal, you know? Let's say a good deal is like, I don't know, 2 cents a kilometer. All right. So now if we run this package, we should be able to get something that is better maybe, but so now this is better. Okay. To determine therefore based on whatever, extremely expensive and a bad deal. So now that tells me it's a bad deal or not. So you might be saying, I can do this in ChatGPT. This, why do I need packages for this? The power of packages comes when you understand that this is HTML. Okay, like this is literally, you could make this is HTML. So you can add images to this, and then you could connect this to Pabbly, right? And then trigger some sort of like crazy email sequence that then makes this email, right? And it can have images, it can have a some sort of like tracking pixel that does something. Like you can get crazy, right? But like with time we will explore all these different things. But yeah, I hope that helps with that package. I hope that helps you understand whatever. You said what?
Someone answered that about that sending senior lifetime deal.
Oh, okay. Okay, so I think we've just about hit. All right, so he needs the link to the.
Someone shared it earlier too.
Yeah, the link is in the group. I mean, I can put it here. I have it memorized. So, all right. So let's go here. Packages, lifetime deal. So, will it be possible to A, grab articles from news industry sites, then B, add specific software to rewrite, rephrase, and C, post as a draft article on site? Yes, that is very possible. So there is already an RSS package. So most sites use RSS feeds. You can do it via RSS. What's up? Yeah. So yeah, you can do that. To answer your question, you can do that. Could you share roughly how are the open API costs for token usage based on your experience? Share roughly how are the open API costs like for token usage? Okay, so it's very close. Okay, it's very close to what it would cost in real life. Okay, it's very close. It's a little bit more just to make sure that no bad actors get away with anything, but like it is worthwhile. It would be worthwhile for you to it'd be more worthwhile to you. Like you'll make your token stretch longer, and it'll be a lot cheaper if you use your API key. Okay, but my strategy would be use as many AI credits as you can, right? And then switch to your API key if you want to be like cost effective. But like if you're really using a lot of like cloud browser, if you're doing a lot of cloud browser stuff, like I would say use your open AI key as much as possible, and like use your AI credits for the cloud browser, if that makes sense. Yeah. So yeah, I think we're just about up on time. I hope this was helpful. I know that this is a very complex and simple at the same time piece of software, but with time, it will get easier. This is just part of the product market fit process. And yeah, I think as more packages come, and as you get your calendar filled out and like things run automatically, and you get more articles on your site, or like you know just as it starts working, it'll make sense. So yeah, I hope that helps. Post anything you need in the group. Okay, email me, help@niches.com, Malcolm, whatever, @niches.com. I'm here to help, man. I love helping people make their business grow. It's so much fun. All right, and I think if there's no more questions, I don't think there is. I think that's it. All right, I'll see you guys in the group. Take care. All right, have a good day. Have a good weekend.